For a jockey, it's a painful part of the job.
There's a fall up, there's one down there. And
Jump jockeys fall on average once every 14 rides, according to the British Journal of Sports Medicine.
I had a lot of falls, probably getting on for about 700 falls altogether. I was concussed probably 6 or 7 times, quite badly. I woke up, so to speak, in a sauna or in a weighing room, not knowing how it got there. And it was, there were times it was quite scary.
Twice winner of the Grand National, 3 times champion jockey, Richard Dunwoody has agreed to take part in a new piece of medical research.
How are you going in there, Richard? Is everything all right?
Everything is good.
What we're trying to find out is if there are any long-term effects of having concussion during your sporting career, which means we're looking at people 20 or 30 or maybe even 40 years after they stopped taking part in sport. There's a lot of interest at the moment about what you do when somebody is knocked out on the pitch. So how you rush over, how you diagnose it, whether they can continue to play or not. We're not focusing on that. What we're interested in is if you have had a situation, whether at a later stage in your life you are more at risk of having a depression or dementia or being suicidal.
Concussion is the most common but least serious type of brain injury. If there's a hard knock, fall or sudden movement, the brain strikes the inside of the skull, sending shockwaves through the brain at different speeds. That can tear what are known as axons, parts of nerve cells which typically conduct electrical impulses, and that can lead to dizziness, confusion or loss of consciousness. But can repeated concussion increase the risk of developing Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease or other neurological disorders? This study hopes to resolve that contentious question, as well as answering another.
There are studies in football and in rugby that show that women have a higher rate of concussion, probably double that of men in women-only sports. When you look at horse racing, the rate of concussion is about 4 times greater amongst the female riders than the male riders, and we don't really know why that is.
For this study to work well, researchers are looking for volunteers who have never suffered from concussion to have their brain scanned. Now that control group will be compared to another made up of former sportsmen and women who have been concussed. Retired rugby players have been asked to take part, as well as footballers and boxers, including former world featherweight champion Barry McGuigan.
A lot of kids want to be involved in contact sport because the risks appeal to them. So we've got to be careful and we've got to be balanced about the whole thing. But I do welcome it. As an ex-champion myself, I'd like to know how my brain is reacting.
Analysing the data is expected to take 3 years. The findings could have long-term repercussions for many sports.